All right, I'm so excited. Welcome to the Queen Amina show. It's such a lovely day today. I am super excited, more excited because we have a very young lady today on the show in the person of Harriet Lamptey. She is going to be taking us through her journey as a beauty queen. And pageantry today is looked upon negatively, and a lot of times people think, to be a beauty pageant, you have to be naked, you have to be, you have to do crazy things for you to win. But she didn't do that. She's actually a very good role model, and we're going to be hearing her journey. We're going to see how, what she went through to become a beauty queen, why she decided to become a beauty queen. What are the things that their generation are facing today in that industry? So while we're waiting for her to come to the back of the studio, please, if you're just coming in, share the video. I can see she's there now. So please, guys, share the video so that we would have a fantastic broadcast today. And if you have questions, make sure you are sending in your questions. Sorry, you are sending in your questions there. That's what I wanted to do. So share the broadcast on your page so that other people can enjoy and the view and everything. So I'm going to do the same, and I hope you guys got all the notification I posted earlier. If you have any question, make sure you're posting it here. It's an interactive section, and we are going to have a lot of fun. So let's bring our guest up. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Awesome. It's so good to see you. So did you get a notification on your page that you can broadcast it?
No.
Okay, I think I'm gonna let you check. I'm gonna let you check so that you can repost on your page. Let me see what to do, guys. Give me a second here. We're still going through our technical stuff. It's getting a lot better every day. A lot better every day. Did you
I
get?
still don't have it.
You didn't have it yet. Let's see. You're there. So let me see how I'm gonna do this. I would have to share, I think, tag you, I think. Uh, the view and everything. So I'm going to. How do you do that? Okay, there. I sent it to you on Messenger now.
Oh, okay. Let me check from there.
Yeah, so I think you get
Yeah,
it.
I've got it.
Okay, perfect. So you can share from there and invite your friends. Guys, it's going to be a wonderful show today. Make sure you are on the show all the way to the end. And I'm reposting it on my page. You can share it from my page too, Queen. All right. So we are on. Are you good? Can you hear me, Harriet? I think she is frozen. Again, guys, we're going to get used to this. When you're broadcasting from Africa, most of the time we have this issue. So, um, but we are going to be good. Thank you, Terence, Tarak. Thank you guys for
Am I
joining.
back on?
Yeah, okay. So you're ready? All right. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome to the Queen Amina show.
Thank you. Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
You are very welcome. So We're just gonna start by, introducing you to our audience. I would let you do that. I know a little bit about you. I know that you are the current Pan-African Queen, correct?
No, I'm Miss United Nations.
Miss United Nations 2019, and
Yeah.
you are a past Miss Pan-African Queen. You're
Yeah.
top model,
Yes.
and you're from Ghana. So I'll let you just introduce yourself to our audience. It's always best when you
Okay.
do it.
All right. Thank you. All right. So my name is Harriet Lamptey. I am from Ghana and I'm a beauty queen. I'm also a runway model and I've won several titles. My first title was in Ghana and I've progressed to the continental and the world levels. I'm sure I'm going to delve into that deeper with Queen Amina. I'm currently an SDGs advocate and I'm also a humanitarian. I do a lot of charity projects with my crown and with the platform I have and with the voice I have too. I use that to empower younger people, and also I strive to do my best with the opportunity I've been given as a queen to kind of make those that have believed in me and made me their brand ambassadors proud, and also to make the African continent proud. So that is me basically.
Awesome. So thank you so much for that brief introduction. Harriet, I
Okay.
would start by asking you a very common question that people would always ask. Why,
Okay.
why did you choose this part of becoming a beauty queen?
All right. I believe that everybody has what motivates them or gets them doing things that they are supposed to be doing. So for me, I decided to choose pageants because that was where I saw myself functioning best. Because ideally, I probably would have been in my comfort zone, in my room, locked up, just following news and not feeling the need to be a part of it. But I've always wanted to be a part of everything around me and to be a part of the change I want to see in my world. I didn't see myself doing that in my own capacity as me. I mean, the ordinary me in my room minding my business. So I saw how beauty queens were given the opportunity to voice out and to do things to impact society. And being passionate about modeling and pageantry itself, I decided to go into it, and it's been amazing. I would say I've been able to discover myself better, and I've been able to do what I've always dreamt of doing. That is being a part of the solution in society. So yeah, that was my reason for entering, to be able to contribute to the change I want to see in my world and to be a part of the solutions that I have been trying so hard to contribute to.
What solution?
Well, ideally as a beauty queen, you're supposed to be identifying a problem, helping to solve it, or solving it yourself. And for me, I have had to do most of the solving myself because I've not been able to get a lot of funding to do any of my major projects yet. So I've been doing the minor ones that I've been funding all by myself. And some of these, ideally, we are supposed to be like the eyes and the ears of stakeholders because they may not be able to identify every problem around. They might not be able to identify in every issue around. We are supposed to go into the minute areas and fish out where eyes and ears need to go to. So that is ideally what our roles as beauty queens are. A lot of people may not really know that or may not really understand the essence of it or the reason for it. But then for me, I understand that it's a calling and it's mandatory for me to identify societal problems like teenage pregnancy, like environmental crisis. For me, I am an environmentalist. I love everything about the environment. So I started off with sanitation. So for solutions to sanitation, I started with cleanup exercises,
Wow.
joining some of them, initiating some of them myself. That was way back in 2017 with my first title. That was Miss Galaxy Ghana. I was doing cleanup exercises. I was doing sanitation codes and advocacies. I was campaigning using social media and all of that. And I was being the talk myself. I was acting it out. So everybody around me knows that, okay, this person stands for this. And so when we are around here, we have to behave. So that was also helping me get those around me stick to the status quo. That is ensuring that they are clean, the environments are clean. And oh, thanks to COVID now, everybody is practicing hygiene. Everybody is trying to maintain the highest form of hygiene that they can possibly maintain. So that for me, even though we've lost a lot of lives, for me, it's kind of doing my work for me. So, well, I'm not going to say I'm happy about it, but then come on.
Yeah,
It's like,
there's a positive in every
yeah,
negative thing, obviously.
exactly.
Now that you mentioned the COVID situation, how is the COVID situation in Ghana?
For Ghana now, we are out of lockdown. The situation seems quite normal, even though the numbers are going up, but it's quite under control because we are having a lot of recoveries than the death rates. And people are going about their normal day-to-day activities. A couple of companies, well, have had to ask their staff to work from home, but others are going to work, going to the offices, and schools are still closed.
Oh,
Social gatherings are still on hold, and yeah, places that are likely to get a lot of people coming together have been closed. And we also have a restriction on social gatherings, not more than 25 people at an event, so that they can observe the highest possible level of social distancing. So
okay.
for Ghana, yeah, and also the nose masks have become kind of a law. Everybody has to wear it when you're going out. So you can actually be arrested if you're found without a nose mask out there in Ghana.
Oh, wow. Really? Arrested?
Yeah.
That's serious. Okay. But at least the
Oh,
government is doing something and people are
yeah,
observing, people are
absolutely.
safe. That's the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, welcome again to the Queen Amina Show. If you're just joining us, today's topic is the life of a beauty queen. And our guest today is Queen Harriet Lamptey, all the way from Ghana. So, please, guys, help us share the broadcast so that we can help one young person out there that is thinking of becoming a beauty queen. And maybe they would gain one or two things from the today's broadcast, from the questions that we're going to be asking our current reigning queen of United Nations. And if you guys have any question, please don't hesitate to post your questions there and we would take it and she would respond to it. So Harriet, I'm going to give you a few minutes here to please tell us your journey as a young child growing up. What are the challenges you faced? What are the good memories you have? What led you into thinking at all as a child, saying, I want to become a beauty queen?
Great. For me, I grew up primarily with a single mom who raised me all by herself. And I'm actually her only child. So it's just been the two of us since childhood. So I've always grown up with just my mom. And going through school and all of that, it made me quite an introvert, because I didn't have a lot of people around me to know all about bonding and going all out and all of that. I'm still a bit of an introvert, so it's just that because I have a title, I have to be out there all the time. But naturally, I'm an introvert. And so I started off with, well, I went through school and initially I wanted to go into pageantry when I was 18. That was after high school. But then I was advised against it because well, I'm a church girl and I am very dedicated in my ministry, that is the arts department. So it was like, well, if you branch into this, the stereotype initially was that it was for bad girls and you get to do a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. And so being a church person, it wouldn't be ideal for you to get into something like that. So all of that time, I just had to shut it out. I wasn't thinking about it. So I was going about my normal life. I was working part-time while I was in university just to be able to support myself and my mom. My mom is an average income earner. She's not so well to do. So I have to also try and put in my best so that I don't waste whatever effort she's making. University, actually. That was like way too late into the game. But then, hey, I took the opportunity because I sat down and I said that no, if people are thinking that this thing is for bad people and there really are people out there who want to get into it, why don't you get in there, be the change, or prove that this is not what people think? because like I said earlier, I've always wanted to be a part of the change. So why don't I go in there? People know me, and so they will see me as that yardstick or that evidence that whatever stereotype they have about beauty pageantry is not it, because this girl has gone in there and she still come out the same, even doing better than anybody could ever imagine. And so that also started my journey in pageantry. I started off after university. My first pageant was in 2017, and that was Miss Galaxy Ghana. I was the first runner up. And then through that, I started my environmental advocacies. I grew that passion from that pageant. I also went on to do Miss Pan African Queen International in 2018 after I handed over the Miss Galaxy crown. I decided not to stay at one place, to go further, because of course in life you always have to progress. And so I went on to the continental level, where I met the second runner up after Guinea and Egypt. And then I went on to do Miss Glamour Look International in the Philippines early in 2019. And then late in 2019, that was in November, I went to India to do the Miss United Nations World Pageant, where I met the Grand Prix winner. It hasn't been easy because of my upbringing and the environment that I've been in. You know, these things are usually supposedly supposed to be for the rich. I mean, the high and mighty, yeah, you know, that's what a lot of girls think. That's what is limiting them. So being someone from an average home, having to sometimes struggle it out in life, I decided to delve into this thing that people see as impossible, just to prove that, hey, you can do anything you set your mind and heart out to. That has been me, and I'm grateful for taking that step. And I know a lot of people look up to me, and I'm glad that I'm an impact to a lot of people.
Awesome. So I love when you said that you do the things that people think is impossible.
Yeah.
There's so many things today that a lot of people look at it as very, very impossible. You broke that record coming from an average home or maybe below average home, and you dived into this pageantry thing, and it's taking you around the world up to the point winning Miss United Nations. That's a big one. How did you go in thinking you were going to win?
Actually, the amazing thing about this is that first I went in late. Like I was like 6 days late into the pageant. The pageant was supposed to start on the 1st of November, but I hadn't gotten my sponsorship for the ticket yet. So, you know, the journey has not been easy. I have to struggle to get my ticket, and I hadn't got it yet. So it was on the 5th that I actually got a ticket, and so I got there on the 6th. Luckily for me, that was when the preliminary competition was starting. So I was just lucky to have gone through that. But, you know, ideally, missing those 5 days of activities, you would be the last person on anybody's mind to win something.
That's right. They won't take
And I went there. Yeah, I just went to meet 4 days of the competition, and I was even surprised when they called me as a winner. I just wanted to go in there and enjoy the experience. You know, meeting different people all the time is a rare opportunity. And maybe if it hadn't been for pageants, I would still be stuck in Ghana, because I wouldn't be pushed enough to go hunting for a plane ticket to want to go out there and represent Ghana. So the push from pageantry has really helped me. It has made me do things that maybe nobody would ever think I would be able to do. So that has been it. And so, yeah.
Wow. In your generation today, you know, your
Yeah.
generation today, what are some of the important issues that you think young girls are facing, especially young girls that wants to go into pageantry? What do you think
Yeah.
are some of the things that some of the issues, the challenges they will be facing?
Okay. I would say that a lot of young girls are limiting themselves and giving themselves too much high a pass mark. I mean, they're looking at the lives of people on Instagram and on Facebook, all the flashy things. They're not looking within themselves to see what they are made of, their substance, their being. They're not understanding themselves to know what they are capable of doing. Instead of sitting down, assessing themselves and saying that, hey, this is me, these are my strengths, my weaknesses, all of that, they're rather looking at people and saying that, oh, this thing looks too high. I can't do it because this person is looking all flashy. How will I get there? When will I get there? And all of that. You know, trying to fit into other people's shoes instead of creating your own space and enjoying it. That is one thing that I believe young girls are really harming themselves with. And it's high time we spoke about it. Self-love primarily, because if you don't love yourself, you keep comparing yourself to the wrong things and the wrong people, you would never discover yourself and your capabilities. So self-love, I'm actually doing a campaign with a friend from Cameroon. She's advocating for self-love. So that's some of the things I do. I collaborate with other queens and other people who are doing projects. So we are launching the self-love campaign to ensure every girl out there that all you need to do whatever it is that you want to do is to love yourself. If you love yourself, everything else comes second. You are first. So everything is you and for you and about you.
I love that. I am supposed to be sending her a video too. And now that you remind me, I'm going to do the plot and send her a
Okay.
video. Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a big advocate of self-love. You know, self-love brought me to where I am today.
Wow.
You block your mind out, you block your heart out of, accepting anything that would put you down. You just don't
Exactly.
accept it. You
Exactly.
block your ears from listening to negativities.
Hmm.
You close your eyes from seeing the impossibilities. And
Yeah.
once you begin to do that, you quickly begin to protect your world. You know,
Hmm.
you build an edge around you that speaks only positive. Because when you surround yourself with such positive energy,
Hmm.
you naturally repel the impossible. And these
Yeah.
are secret things that people don't take their time to study, to
Yeah.
teach themselves. What are you listening to? What are you
And
seeing every time? What are you hearing? What are you getting involved with? Those things begin to shape the world around you. And very quickly, you begin to evolve within that world that you have created. So if I understand that I could create such world around me, why won't I focus on creating a positive, energetic world around me?
hmm.
Why do I want to create a negative world around me? Just like you did, you decided, you know what, my mom don't have enough. This is my current situation. If I don't do something about it, I am going to remain like this. So you quickly discovered yourself and your desire. You identified what you want clearly, and the next thing you did was you begin to pursue it. Okay. And you pursued it by just giving it a shot. You didn't care if you were going to win. You just want to have the experience. And look, you are the winner. Well, like, that's an amazing story. And I am pretty sure a lot of young people, or even mothers that are watching us today, I want to advise you guys, do not discourage your children when they decide to do not just beauty pageant things, anything they want to do. Are you bold enough to encourage and empower them in that area? Will you be a cheerleader in that area to help them win? Because the confidence you develop within yourself is what is going to help you win. And the people that surround you will help you quickly develop that confidence or kill that confidence in you. So, too much preaching from my end there. So what we're saying in a nutshell is surround yourself with positive people,
Hmm.
cheerleaders, people that would encourage your dream, your goals, that would help you find informations on how you can achieve them so that you guys will all be journeying together positively. All right. So guys, don't look at the things out there our queen said. Yeah, so what do you think, what do you think has ever been your biggest failure in life? Well, let me start by saying, have you felt like you have failed in anything in life?
I wouldn't say that it has been a failure. I would say it has been a push to go a step further for me, whatever
I
it is that
love
I've not been able to achieve. Because, for example, I would say here on this platform that I went to Nigeria to represent my country by road. I mean,
that.
ideally, yeah, it would be expected to go by air. But because I had that option, it made me comfortable that even if I don't have enough, at least I have the option of going by road. And
Wow.
so that probably would have been like, come on, which queen goes to a place by road when you can go by air? So I
Wow.
decided to, okay, this is not going to be a failure for me. It's going to be a step to another level. So I decided to put myself in the position where I don't have a choice to go by road. So I choose a country where I have to go by air by Monday, so mandatorily. So that was how come I got into the international, I mean, the world stage of pageants, and it pushed me to search and make sure that I got that ticket that I needed to travel.
Wow.
So yeah, I wouldn't say it has been a failure. It's been a step or an extra push to go the extra mile for me.
That is so beautiful. And when you went by road, I would tell you something.
Okay.
When you arrive in Nigeria, except you said it to somebody, they wouldn't know how you arrived.
I
No.
know.
Sometimes people talk about things like this. They're like, oh, you are a queen. You should be going by plane first class. Guess what? The person that took first class and the person that flew in an economy class, they arrived the same time. Okay. And when they arrive, they're going to go to their hotel room and take a shower and dress up, then come out. They'll walk the same red carpet that you will be walking coming by road.
Yeah.
Right. So until you say it to somebody, they would not know that, you went by road. So that's very, very encouraging that you would share that. So obviously you are a role model to many,
Thank you.
right? Now, do you have a role model?
Yes. Yes. I have a role not just for the spiritual aspect, but he is someone who strives for excellence, someone who always wants to get things done the right way. And he's not that kind of doing. He lets his success speak for him. So that is the person I look up to. I don't want to be all over making so much noise. I just want you to see that, okay, this lady did this, and then you be inspired by it. That would
Mhm.
make you come and look for me, and that would make you see that, okay, wow, I didn't know this kind of person was in this small corner. So yeah, I don't like to be all over. I like when you're inspired. Wow.
Awesome, awesome. So is he also your mentor, or you have someone else as a mentor? Because as you know,
I
mentor.
have other people mentoring me.
Okay, you
I
have
have one
people
reader. She's
mentoring you.
called Mrs. Sylvia Battels. Yeah, she's been guiding me through it all. And Dr. Roy has been doing amazing.
I
You
know
know,
he connected us, right? He's an amazing
uh,
yes.
yeah, he's been doing amazing. He gives me all the amazing ideas. I go to him when I need any clearance or any directives on what to do, and he's always there to listen. So I have a lot of people that I speak to whenever I need any assistance.
Awesome. Dr. Roy, he just threw in a question here. Thank you. We just spoke about you. He said, what is your most memorable moment where do you where you don't want to get into again? Dr. Roy.
Okay, I should think that might be how am I going to let me see.
Yeah.
What is the most
I think we should just answer what is your most memorable moment. Of course, if it's memorable for me, I would really love to go. But I think
yeah.
he's saying in the negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you would remember and you say, you know what, I never want to go that road again?
Yeah. What should that be? Okay, I remember for my third pageant, since we're doing pageants, I'm going to be talking everything pageant. So
Please.
for my third pageant, I was actually supposed to be paying for an entry fee, but then I did not get the amount to pay. And so I still went ahead anyway with my, I've still come. So, so
So
I went in there.
for you, money was not the motivation.
Yeah.
Money was
I
not
went in
the
there.
motivation.
Yeah. And because I didn't pay, I was actually taken out of any grading. Like I wasn't even an option when it comes to, I mean, the top 10 or the top 5. So I didn't get any placement when I went in there. And I really wept because that was someone's money from his pocket that he had used to sponsor me to go. So that was a very hard time for me.
But you still didn't bother. You won. That's
Yeah,
the most important thing. So those are
yeah.
some of the challenges that a beauty pageant go through. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this: if a young girl walks up to you now and said, "My goal in life is to become a beauty queen," what would you say to that child?
Just discover yourself, know what you can do, know what you cannot do. Don't just follow things because you feel or you just see them and you like them. Because pageantry is a calling. There are lots of people that don't understand it. They just go into it for the glam, for the cameras and all of that. But when you begin to understand that it's a calling, you don't get moved by any negativity. Like you do things, you get things going. So what I would say to every young girl out there is to make sure that you understand what you're going into and be ready for it. When it comes to funding, trust me, if the passion and the desire is there, it will drive you to the right people who are going to support you through your journey. For me, most of my projects that I've done, I've actually done them with my own circle, I mean my contacts. If I need to raise funds for any project, I have actually done two street feeding projects and I raised the funds from my phone contact. So sometimes the help you may need may be beside you, but you might be picturing all the big companies and all of that. Well, they can help, but what if they are not ready to? Because they get 1,001 letters of sponsorship every single day. So
Mhm.
you have to create your own way of raising your funds. If you're going to have to work, I had to work in someone's company to get my transportation fare to go to Nigeria. I
Wow.
had to work for it. Yeah, I had to work for 2 weeks to get paid to go. So try and understand that what you're going into will not be easy. Be ready for it. Don't do anything illegal. Don't do anything that would,
Very important.
yeah, yeah. Don't follow any man. Don't, you can do anything you set your heart out to. I mean, women are making it without having to fall on men. And I'm a testament to that. I've not had to do anything with any man to get anything I want. I have had to go through the legal way. If it's struggling, I'll struggle it out. That way the success is more enjoyable because you know you worked hard for it and you got it. So just work hard, be focused, be determined, and everything that you desire will come to pass. And just go for it. Don't be scared. I mean, you might be thinking, what if I fail? What if you win? So just go in there and make it
I
happen.
love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Martina, a Coco winner. You are super good following us all the time. I would like you to send me a private message so that I can connect with you because we're going to be doing some giveaways for people that follow us regularly very soon.
So
So thank you so much, Martina. I would really love to connect with you. So you can take part in the giveaway. I will be announcing that actually on May 25th, I think. So yeah, thank you so much. Martina said, keep focus alive. So when you decide to do anything, you stay focused. Keep the
yeah.
focus alive. There's another question. What is the legacy you want to leave for your next generation? I was going to ask that question towards the end, but now that it came up, we would respond to it. What is the legacy you want to leave for your next generation? That's from our mentor again, Dr. Manohar Roy.
Yeah. It gives me a lot of pressure. All right. So one thing, the first thing that I want to be remembered for, or let me see, for your next queen, is just, I mean, don't give up. Don't think that anything is beyond you. Because I got this from a speaker that no one is more intelligent than you are. It's
That's right.
either they took the first step and implemented whatever ideas that they had, because the ideas that they've had have been thought of by someone else. It's just that the person didn't put it into practice. So don't ever think that anything is way beyond you or impossible or not in your range of an action to do. Everything is in your hands. Everything is, God has made it possible for us to be able to do anything at all that we set our hearts and minds to. So I want to be that person that someone will look up to and say that this lady pushed and she was able to do it. So it means that I can also push and be able to do it. I want to be that inspiration to people. The reason why someone would not give up, the reason why someone would look back and say, I don't regret following this lady's footsteps because it has led me to a good place in life. I've been able to achieve whatever dreams that I had. I've been able to do whatever it is that I wanted to do. So that's the legacy I want to leave. And I also want to be known for making great impact. Even though I haven't been able to do it yet, I have a project I really want to do, and I'm looking forward to getting funding for that. I can't do that by myself. I can't do that. So I'm looking forward to getting funding for it.
We will join in. We will join in helping to raise the fund when that time comes, guys. So if you see me looking downward, that's because I have to look downward because I'm producing by myself. But all of that is about to change. So we're going to be bringing you shows where I would stay focused in looking at my audience. So that's coming very soon. So for now, just bear with me. We're going somewhere. I'm staying focused, just like the Queen advised. Thank you so much, guys. You're on the Queen Amina show, of course, and our guest today is Harriet Lamptey. I'm going to be looking away because I got told yesterday, oh, Queen, why, when you were talking to your guest, you'll be looking somewhere else. Yes, I have to because I only have two eyes. All right. So please share the broadcast so that way we gain more audience and people would, be empowered. That's the whole purpose of our show, right? So, Harriet, tell me, now that you are a beauty queen, you have achieved that goal, all right?
Yeah.
In the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
In the next 5 years, there are a lot of places I want to see myself. But then, primarily, I want to see myself running an environmental focused organization that is going to be tackling climate change full time, and that would have made enough impact for people to want to follow in the next 5 years. So that is what is on my heart with my title. Right now, initially, I would say I went into the pageant thinking it would give me easy access to some things like jobs and all of that. But right now, people think I'm too expensive to be hired. I don't know why. So I believe that is a push for me to do something for myself and on my own, a regular 8 to 5 job. So that I believe is the push I need. Sorry, I need to check something. Okay. Yeah. So in the next 5 years, I want to be running a full-time environmental organization, and I want to have impacted a lot of lives, as many lives as possible. Right now, I'm raising funds for a little boy who needs to undergo surgery. Hopefully, I should be able to get the full amount by Wednesday so that we can present it to him. Yes, so I would want my NGO, that's my foundation, to also be running full time, helping people, having enough funds to support people. My whole life is society. I always put society first before me. People wonder, sometimes someone talks to me and be like, this project you are doing, how is that going to profit your pocket? And I'd be like, no, the impact is more important to me than the profit I'm going to make. Sometimes I run at a loss. I mean, I put my own money into these charity projects I do, but the gratification from putting that smile on someone's face is enough to keep me going. So I want to have my foundation running and my environmental focus um, project running as well. And of course, get
And
married
I'll
and maybe
tell you
have.
something. That word that you ran at a loss, you did not lose. For every
Yeah,
life you impacted, it's worth more than $1 billion trillion, if there's anything like that. So one life that you would affect positively is bigger, way bigger. So you're changing lives. So you never run at a loss. Money is something that comes after you. You're not supposed to chase after money. If
yeah,
if you understand the language money speaks, and I'm gonna do a show on that very soon. A lot of people don't understand the language of money. When you understand the language of money, you actually attract money to follow you. You're never supposed to be running after money. Money is supposed to run after you. But that's a
yeah,
topic for another day. We're going to be talking about that sometime. I'm sure a lot of people will be
yeah.
interested in hearing that. I don't say anything that I have not lived through.
Okay,
So we're going to be sharing that soon. So the life of a beauty
okay.
pageant as a Christian. It's an interesting one because, just like you earlier said, a lot of people think as a beauty pageant, you are supposed to be naked. You're supposed to sleep around with your guy so that you can win. Please tell me that is not true.
It is not true. It is not coming from me. It is not true in capital letters.
So tell us how you navigated through that because you at one point you have to wear bikinis and expose parts of your body that you're not interested in doing, but if it's part of the game as of that time, I'm sure you will have to do it. So how did you navigate through such things?
The only pageant that I've had to use a swimsuit for was for the one I did in the Philippines, and that was actually a full piece, and we had wraps as well. I mean, yeah, so it was okay. But right now the swimsuit thing is on the low because of the numerous complaints and all of that. It's kind of a limitation for a lot of girls. So that is on the low now. But then what I had to wear was not that revealing. So I wouldn't have so much to share about the full exposing of body and all of that. Mine was covered, I mean, not fully, but then it was comfortable enough for me to wear. But then if you have to, and you know you do not want to, don't do anything that your soul will not be happy with. Do what would gratify. There are a lot of pageants that don't have to do the swimsuit competitions. So
Mhm.
fish out for those ones. The fact that you have to get things done doesn't mean you have to get into anything or everything at all. Find what is going to make your heart be at peace and then go into that. There are a lot of options, there are a lot of alternatives. You can't just follow one thing and say that, okay, I'm going to go in for anything at all that comes in that line. Look through the path. You're going to find one that suits your every spec, and then you can go ahead and go on with it.
Okay. So as a Christian girl, did
Yeah.
your pastor ever say you cannot do beauty pageant, or did you ever face those challenges in church to say you can't do this, or were they supportive? Did they pray with you, helped you through it?
Surprisingly, most of my support is coming from church.
Amen.
Funny, yeah, they're like very supportive. Most of my projects they support it. Even going and talking to someone about my project is all church. Most of my mentors are from church.
I
Like,
love that. See,
yeah,
the thing that the world refused to know that everything they're duplicating right now is started from the Bible. The
exactly.
biggest and the best fashion show ever was in the book of Esther,
Mm-hmm.
when the beauty queens all have to come out for the king to choose his wife. That what beauty show would be bigger than that? Do you understand?
And
So
yeah,
a lot of the things the world is doing today is actually duplicating the things that our Father has shown us. It's just they are mimicking it the wrong way and putting worldly things, ungodly things inside. But there
yeah.
are ways that you can keep these things going, still glorifying our Father. And
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the movies, I'm an actress, and a lot of times people they send me scripts and I read the scripts and I tell them, I'm sorry, if this is how I'm gonna get famous, I don't want it. And they think I'm stupid. I tell them, I said, no, my fame is going to come from God. He is the one that announces you in anything that you do. You just need to
Exactly.
continue to only do things that will glorify Him. As long as your focus is to glorify God, He would be happy to promote you by Himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, don't say no to anything. Pray over it, take it to your father, check it. Is it in line with the Bible? Is it in line with my beliefs? If it's in
Yeah.
line with my beliefs, how can I do this to glorify my God? If you figure it out, get into it, because God is going to honor it if that's where he wants you to be. I love the fact that you said that beauty pageantry is a calling, because in everything we do today, it's a calling. You have to be called into it to be able to have an impact, a positive impact in your world. So thank you for shedding light
Yeah.
on that. And thank you, church members and pastors, church family. I don't like to say church members, family that supported you to get into that. Yeah, that's wonderful. Um, so there's a question from Martin, and oh, we got Martina and we got Martin here too. Nice. So Martin said, have you ever been bullied as a child? Because most people get into pageantry because they are bullied and they want to tell their bully that, hey, look, now I'm a queen and you are not. Was that your case? Have you ever been bullied as a child?
No, I've actually not been in that position because, like I said earlier, I've been an introvert, so I wouldn't even come close to you for you to get the opportunity to bully me. So that
Ah,
has been, yeah.
okay. So you've never been bullied. Did you see the
Yeah.
cases of bullies in your environment? Because in Africa we don't look at these things as bully, right? Even though they exist. I
Yeah.
came to Canada before I found out that as a child I was actually being bullied. But boy, did I fight, because I never gave in to my bully. I was beating the hell out of.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I was a
Great as
tomboy.
girls from you, you
Oh,
know.
I was a tomboy. I never let nobody put me down. That's the character that carried me through life today. You don't have no power to put me down. Why? Because when God created me, He did not take permission from you. So why would you come to
Yeah.
tell me who I am not? So I don't listen to that. I only listen to, when I look at the mirror, I don't see you. I don't see your opinion. I see me. I see me. So I only believe what I see in the mirror, not what you said. Anyways. So guys,
Yeah.
that's a lesson for anybody that is feeling down. Really don't. By
Mhm.
the word somebody said or somebody didn't say. That's yeah, forget it. What are you saying to yourself? That's what you should be listening to. And what did your father say about you? I mean, God. What is God saying about you? That's what you should be listening to, not what somebody else say about you. Anyways, let's move right on. Guys, keep the question coming. Be interactive. So it's beautiful when you guys are sending questions in. That tells us that you are enjoying and you are supporting. So for the first pageant that you went to, I remember you said you went by road. What other preparations that you had to do? What other mental preparation you had to do? Physical preparation, your mindset and all of that. Were you scared? What are some of the things that you did? Are we freezing up there? Can you hear me? Let's wait for her to come back. I think her video is freezing up. Yeah, we'll wait for her. So like I was saying, when you want to do anything, and these are some of the things that she was talking about too, whatever you put your heart that you want to do, always make sure that, one, it is the right thing to do. It feels good in your spirit and it aligns with your faith, that when I do this thing, it's not going to be selfish. Number two thing is, make sure it's going to have a positive impact on the world around you. What is the world around you? People that believe in you, people that surround you, people that sees you, people that would benefit from you. Don't be a negative influencer. Be a positive influencer. I think we lost her. Yeah, we lost her there. I still have a few questions for her, but let's see if she comes back. If not, I would just go ahead and just give you guys my charge and end the show. But it has been a wonderful section with the Queen, super intelligent young woman. I had wanted her to speak to us about her foundation. She actually have a foundation that she feeds the less privileged children. Yay, we got her back. Awesome. We got you back.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I understand because when we broadcast from in Africa, we always have this problem. So, very quickly, let me not keep you long. I want you to tell us about your foundation because you're doing a beautiful thing with that foundation. So, guys. Some of the questions here that I couldn't take today. Usually, what I do, I text the questions out, and then the person would respond to it. So, in case we have the technical problem again, tell us about your foundation. And I asked you a question before we got disconnected, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Can
so
I answer that too?
let's start from that question then.
Okay, so with regards to my first international pageant, I wasn't scared. Like I said, I don't know why I wasn't scared, but I wasn't. But then I was actually excited because it was my first opportunity to represent Ghana. I wasn't just representing myself because in the national pageants, you only go as yourself, you're known by your name, and then that's it. But then for the international level, you are known by your country's name. So my name is not Harriet at the international level. It is Miss Ghana. So that excitement was enough to get me wanting to go. So I wasn't scared, and I had to prepare with, you have to go with your national costume, your evening gown, and yeah, those are the basic stuff. Before you, other things were your everyday wears, your interview wears, and all of that. So I had all of that. I have a couple of friends that sew for me. Some charge, some don't charge. So I just went to them. Hey, I'm going out here. Can you support me with this? So I just gave them the fabrics and they make the outfits for me. So that was how I was able to represent because continental stage. It was overwhelming for me. At least I didn't come to just pass by. I came to return a crown to my country.
That's awesome. We have someone watching on my what is it called? Host party, watch party, sorry. Olu Rock, thank you for sending in that response. Olu Rock said, I never let anyone bully me either. Something that gets you through as a young person. So yeah,
Mhm.
you guys out there, bullying is a big deal now. So don't let nobody bully you. When you
Yeah.
notice anything that's look like a bully, attack it
Hmm.
right away. Don't let it pass. Don't think, oh, maybe it was a mistake. No, it's not. A bully knows exactly what they're doing. So you gotta
Exactly.
stop it right away. Okay,
It
over
all
here.
boils down to self-love.
Go ahead.
It all boils down to self-love.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, we have our wonderful lady Stacey Collins. She's on the line. Stacey has a program, beautiful program called Heart to Heart, where you come
Oh,
in and you speak your heart, you feel free, and she prays for you. I love the program. Yeah, so you guys look out for her on Facebook Live. I don't know the time she comes on, but look for Heart to Heart by Stacey Collins. Yeah, so guys, that's a wonderful show right there. So on the watch party, I am not able to see the comments on my studio. So if you go to Queen Amina Show page on Facebook and connect from there, I would see your comment and I would be able to post it, just like Nicholas said, love you, sis. So thank you so much, Nicholas. And he says again,
that's my cousin.
go higher, sis. Thank you,
That's my
guys.
cousin.
Oh, nice. Thank you for that beautiful comment. Stacy says, beautiful. Thank you, Stacy. Um, Antonio Silva Josiah is responding and saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Esther beauty pageant. I
That's
love.
one of my church support systems.
Okay, awesome, awesome. That is
Support from church.
Thank you, guys. See, they are still showing the same support from church. You guys, thank you so much. Amazing, amazing. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we're Queen Amina Show. And follow us on Instagram, Day Queen Amina. And on Facebook, I am trying to build the Facebook page to 10,000 by the end of June. Well, that's too long. We can do that between now and May ending. I am having faith and we can do it. So you guys invite
Yeah.
your friends to follow me on Facebook. Once we hit 10K, oh boy, something is gonna happen. Yeah, so we're at 4,000 something right now, and that's just from the help of many of you. It doesn't cost you anything. All you need to do is just click follow. That's all, so we can build that audience. Something like this show coming up right now, we'll be able to become an influencer and start promoting most of the things that you guys are doing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
help me build the Facebook and YouTube page so we can help each other, reach out to the world. Well, it has been a very wonderful time with you on this show. We have the next 5 minutes. I would love to see you tell us your final word of advice to young people out there that want to be a beauty pageant.
All right. Can I please do this quickly before I go into that? With regards
Absolutely.
to the foundation, with to anybody that is watching who wants to start a foundation, just start it. You don't necessarily need any income or anything. All you need is the heart, and then you're ready to go. Just start it. Just know exactly what you want the foundation to stand for. Mine is for rural youth development. I want to impact into the lives of rural youth because they are kind of out of the picture most of the times. We all focus on the cities and all of that. So my target is rural youth and also street children, feeding them whenever I can. So you can also identify the purpose of your foundation and start. You can register it along the line as you go and then get it running fully. So that is regard to my foundation. All right. So my final words to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful that you spent your time and your data and everything to be with us to watch this show. What I would like to say to you is that never ever let anything limit you in life. Whatever it is you want to do, just go ahead and do it. Once it's going to be pleasing to yourself and your maker, these are the only two people that you should be looking at pleasing in your life. Because if you think about pleasing any man, when you fall, they're going to laugh at you. When
Mm,
you win, well, they might try and pull you down. So every success that you achieve is for you. You can decide what you want to do with it. Don't think that you are doing anything for anybody. You are doing it for you and you alone. So strive hard, push when you have to, and don't succumb. The shortcuts are usually not pleasurable, but when you know that you have worked hard and you have struggled through it, when you're talking about a success, you talk about it with so much pride because you know that you have worked hard for it. So work hard and let nothing limit you. Don't let anybody below you. Like follow what Queen Amina said. Bully them if you have to. Just put everything aside and beat them up if you have to. I'm not saying you should beat anybody.
right, right, right. Okay, so one more thing. Give a shout out to the Queen Amina show.
Okay, guys, this is a Queen Amina show, the number one show on the continent and the world at large. Well, it's all the way in Toronto, Canada. Keep watching the Queen Amina show this and every single day, 2 o'clock p.m. EST. Did I get that right? Yeah,
Correct.
that is 6 p.m. Ghana time, 7 p.m. Nigeria time, and 8 p.m. South African time. Yeah, I try. So stay glued to the Queen Amina show. It comes on every day, and we have amazing personalities passing through all the time. You have something to learn. If not, there's no way you're going to watch the Queen Amina show without going away with something. So stay tuned and please like our pages. Like the Queen Amina show page on Facebook. All it takes is just a like. It's not going to cost you anything, any money. Just like the show and let's keep growing. When we keep growing and you come on one day, you're going to enjoy the impact of the growth. So stay tuned and enjoy the show tomorrow and any other day.
Thank you so much, Queen Harriet. It's been a wonderful
Thank
journey with you. And my prayer for you, it's a culture that I've cultivated on this show to pray for everyone that comes on the show. And I do one
you.
prayer. So my prayer for you is may the Lord God Almighty enlarge your coast and empower
Amen.
you so that you can become even a more blessed human being to bless more people
Amen.
around your neighborhood and the world at large. And another
Amen.
prayer that I'm going to pray for you is God should take you higher in your
Amen.
pageantry work so that other little ones will see that it is possible to stay clean and still become great. All
Yeah.
right.
Amen.
So God bless you
Yeah.
and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Uh,
You
thank you.
yeah, bye. All right, that brings us to the end of another wonderful section on the Queen Amina Show. I thank you so much for connecting with us today. Tomorrow is our Church Without Borders, and we're going to have a minister all the way from Germany that is going to be sitting on our hot seat, and we would be asking biblical questions that you cannot ordinarily ask on a Sunday morning. So please join me tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the wonderful journey through the Bible with Minister Benedicta. So I would see you all tomorrow. Until then, keep watching the Queen Amina Show. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Queen Amina Show. And also follow me on Instagram on the Queen Amina. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and see you tomorrow.